An enslaved man once invented something so good that Jefferson Davis's family tried to steal it, and the United States government stopped them in the most evil way possible. Now, let me tell you this story because it answers a question I've been chasing all weekend. How many things did Black people invent that white people took credit for? You'd think the answer is a number, but it's not. The answer is a crime scene. His name was Benjamin Montgomery. He was enslaved on a plantation owned by Jefferson Davis's brother. And Benjamin was brilliant. He learned engineering, ran the plantation's business operations, and invented a new steamboat propeller that could save boats from getting stranded in shallow water. Now watch what happens. Benjamin can't patent it. He's enslaved. Property can't own property. So the Davis brothers say, fine, we'll patent it. But the patent office says, no, you didn't invent it. And here's where the government had a choice. There's an invention, there's an inventor. Someone just has to admit that the Black man has a mind. Instead, in 1858, the Attorney General of the United States issued a ruling. The enslaved man can't hold the patent. The owner, the enslaver, can't hold the patent. The invention belongs to no one. They would rather an invention legally not exist than put a Black man's name on it. That one ruling tells you why my question has no answer. For 250 years, enslaved people were inventing constantly. They did the work so they saw how to do it better. The tools, the techniques, the machines, and every single idea that came out of an enslaved person's mind entered the world unsigned. The ledger of what we created wasn't lost. The ledger was never allowed to exist. Oh, and the Confederacy, they noticed this problem, and they fixed it. Their fix was a law letting enslavers patent whatever the people they enslaved invented. And the man who made sure that the Confederacy passed that law, Jefferson Davis. The same family that got told no wrote themselves a yes. Both governments looked at Black genius. One erased the name, and the other stole it. Neither ever said it didn't exist. They just made sure that you'd never read it. And when slavery ended, the stealing didn't. It just got more polite, I guess. There's a machine called the invention that fed the world, the mechanical reaper. Cyrus McCormick's name is on it. McCormick got the fortune. There's a company empire behind it. Joe Anderson, an enslaved man, built it side by side with him. Even McCormick's own company admitted it later. Say Joe Anderson to anybody and watch the blank stare. In the 1940s, surgeons figured out how to save blue babies, infants born with hearts that couldn't get oxygen to their bodies. The technique was invented by a man who spent years classified and paid as a janitor while doing surgical research. Vivian Thomas. During the first surgery, the famous white surgeon had Thomas stand on a step stool behind him, coaching him through the operation that he was about to get credit for. The procedure carried that surgeon's name for 75 years. The best-selling American whiskey on earth? A teenage boy named Jack Daniel learned how to make it from an enslaved master distiller that everybody called Uncle Nearest. The bottle got Jack's name. Nearest Green's name didn't officially come out of the company's mouth until 2016. I was alive. I'm sure you were too. And the light bulb in your ceiling right now? Edison's version burnt out in days. The carbon filament that made light bulbs actually last? That was Lewis Latimer, who also drafted the patent drawings for Bell's telephone. Two of the most famous inventions in human history have one Black man's fingerprints inside them. And school handed you two other names, didn't they? Because behind every case that we can document, there's that 1858 ruling. And behind that ruling, 250 years of inventions that were never allowed to have our names on them. So how many things did Black people invent that got credited to white folks? More than anyone can ever prove. And that's not me guessing. That's what the system was built to guarantee. Some thefts you can count. They made this one uncountable. Because the most successful thing that white America ever invented was the eraser.